they'll try again, 2nd and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Johnson on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
1st and goal.
And that's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
1st and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Vince Williams on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A Raider 1st down, Carter Renfrow. Carr now on 1st down. That's complete to Richard, the running back. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll let this go deep for runs. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Taylor Muse with it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
To Hunter Renfro. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Vegas.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Going to give it to Jacobs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Carr gives to Richard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up.
Less than a yard.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
First and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Max Crosby able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So a tough road here on second and very long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger letting one go deep for the end zone. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Ben to throw again. Going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good.
It is good.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, but it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They'll run again with Samuels on 1st down. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's David Arnett picking it off. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers his score. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, a give to Connor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 7. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. You will call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he whips that one incomplete there. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now.
Steelers.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And they'll line up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. From the gun on 3rd down. Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, Johnson. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of
a good pickup there, 26 yards.
Steeler first down.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Steelers.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Roethlisberger to throw. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with time running out. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw his car. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Henry runs the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. But safety Terrell Edmonds picks it.